Let me quickly go to Ken Kamau.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Munang. I think we met in the morning on LinkedIn.
Right.
So my question is not so much linked to innovative volunteerism, but is on how people, on how communities understand the climate change topic. So with your vast travel across the world, across different markets, what's your feeling on how infusing climate change into curriculums so that we can start these conversations at a very foundational level as we move by to more complex issues at a higher level, national level, global level. But at a very basic level, do you feel much is being done to infuse climate change topic into curriculums?
What a beautiful question. Thank you very much. Ken, thanks. Yeah, we discussed this morning, and thanks for creating time to join even at last minute. I appreciate that. Is you've done what I always say before I get to your question, which is that your biggest ability is your availability. If you do not avail yourself, you can never seize opportunities. So you avail yourself. And to all the many people who joined today, you have done what needs to be done, which is availing yourself. So to your question, the reality is this: how communities understand climate change. Communities are actually the repository areas that feel the impact of climate change. They may not know that the name is climate change, but they are already feeling the impacts. If you go to the village, when I was growing up, I never really know about drought, but I could see my mother crops fail. But it's later that I studied that I knew that, oh, this was the impact of climate change. So if you go to villages in Kenya here, you go to Samburu, you go to Garissa, right? These things are realistic. Climate change is already impacting people. It's impacting our mothers. So the point I am trying to bring here is that the changing climate is no longer an abstract issue. It is there, and they actually have coped with it. So they even have ways in which they have adapted to it. So how do we tap that knowledge so that it adds to the new knowledge we are bringing to reinforce the way they are doing things? And the answer now comes in from that curriculum perspective. Even look at the continent today. And I think Ibrahim, I think it was Boyega who talked about youth unemployment. You look at the curriculum of Africa today, and you look at the educational system, the classical primary, secondary, high school, university, and degrees and PhDs. That's what we're used to. To what extent can we be able to see climate action as an investment opportunity and as an enterprise, and infuse it into curriculum to start preparing young people to, instead of coming here and we're talking about how you can turn agricultural waste to briquettes, we don't need to come here anymore. It is taught in school. So that by the time you're having your first degree, you are already knowing where you can tap into to be able to turn a challenge into an opportunity. So actually putting climate change within the vision of national development, first of all, there are no absence of laws. Kenya Climate Change Act 2016, right? I think it's actually one of the best. But with other countries also having best climate change acts, having national climate change plans and etc. The discourse which you people should start as young people is, how do we then make this become part and parcel of the education curriculum? Do you need a policy on that? Or do you need a law on that? That's a discourse that only you guys can have as young people and as citizens. My role is to guide. So your questions are valid, but putting climate change within the curriculum should not just be to teach about the physical dimension of climate change, floods and droughts, and temperatures and precipitation. That's not enough. What are the opportunities that by addressing climate change can create jobs and put our environment intact and accelerate socio-economic opportunities? That's the conversation that I want to see on Twitter. That's the soft power I want to see. So thank you very much for that question.